Srimad Bhagavatam program where devotees will read prayers of pure devotees. The current theme is prayers of Akrura. These are very beautiful prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam where Akrura is going to Vrindavan to receive Krishna and take him to Mathura. These are prayers from Canto 10, Chapter 40, verses 1 to 30 from Bhagavatam. Today we have a very wonderful devotee, His Grace Satyarupa Gauranga Prabhu, will be presenting the verses and his realizations. Hare Krishna Prabhu, over to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I'll pray my spiritual teachers and Srila Prabhupada. Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavancha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Thavadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitansha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Mokam karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim yatkrupatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today we are discussing prayers of Akrura. So these are wonderful prayers by Akrura in the 10th canto. First of all, my utmost respectable obeisances to Satyasara Prabhu, Veena Mataji, and Prashant Prabhu, Jai Shubhadra Mataji, for giving me an opportunity to read and present the prayers. So these are most important. Often we think that we are like feeling these are all repeated and these are these are in the bhava stage. And when we establish a relationship, these kind of prayers come out. But in the very uh, initial stage, like me, I am in neophyte stage. These things are like little overwhelming to me, and I'm often ignore it. But since given a chance to present, so when you are presenting, there is no obvious choice. You need to read it. So I got an opportunity to go through it. So I want to set a context why Akrura when Akrura given these prayers to Krishna. So if you see that Akrura was a maternal uncle of Lord Krishna. So he is not only minister or in Kamsa kingdom, he is also a maternal uncle and he is a great devotee of Lord Krishna. So till that time, we know that Kamsa is keep sending Putana, Agasura, Denikasura, different demons, but none of them were successful. So this time he had a plan to take the home advantage. Whoever knows the cricket, so if we are not able to win in the others stadiums, we will invite the other teams into our home stadiums where we know the conditions of the pitch and environment, so our crowd, and that is a home advantage we have. So this time Kamsa wants to play this card. Okay, let's invite Krishna and Balaram for the bow sacrifice and wrestle fight. wrestling fight. So Kamsa arranged Kuvalai Pida, a gigantic elephant, and with that he wants to finish Krishna and Balaram. If that misses, he have an other arrangement he made alternative. So two world-class wrestlers, Chanura and Mustika, to finish the Krishna. So um, Krishna never went out of the Vrindavan till that time. So any other person invitation will work or not. Kamsa has a doubt in his mind. That's the reason he chose Akrura for this mission. So Kamsa called Akrura and he revealed his plan, saying that I will give you a golden throne, golden chariot, a new one. So you go and invite Lord Krishna and Balaram to this event where we are conducting here bow sacrifice and uh, um, wrestling fight. So they can watch kind of thing, or just they wanted to invite. So when um, this heard when this thing had by Akrura, he's a bit worried. Though he knows that the potency of Krishna, but Krishna at that time is like 11 to 12 years old. So he at the same time he is so excited to see Lord Krishna's lotus feet, which can burn all karma by having darshan of Krishna's lotus feet. So he accepted that proposal, and he had no other choice to leave. So he left the Madura to Vrindavan. While he's going on the chariot, he is in so deep thoughts about Krishna, how he receives, and how I can see that. So he wants to like thinking what kind of exchanges can happen and all. And so it's his thoughts are very nice. He's saying that I'm about to attain the great good fortune of seeing Lord Krishna's lotus feet, which are worshipped by Brahma, Rudra, and other demigods. Although Kamsa is an enemy of the Supreme Lord and his devotee, still it is by Kamsa's grace that I will get the great boon of seeing the Lord. When I first catch sight of his lotus feet, all my sinful reactions will be destroyed at once. I will descend from my chariot and fall at the lotus feet of the Krishna and Balaram. And even though I have been sent by Kamsa, the omniscient Sri Krishna will certainly harbor no animosity towards him. So he's thinking, like, he's feeling excited because of this. He is going to meet um, uh, Krishna and Balaram. At the same time, he is worried. What if something goes like when you have more love and affection, you always think about the other side. What if goes anything goes wrong? These are small kids, but if we see that it's a gigantic elephant and world class wrestlers. So somewhere that worry is there. What Krishna will think that for this mission I'm going as a messenger. So he's a bit worried. Anyhow, he went there. The chariot reached um, Vrindavan, and he saw on the way Krishna and Balaram. And when he got down from the chariot, Krishna and Balaram paid obeisances him because age-wise is elderly person. Also, he asked about Krishna inquired about journey and how he is, and he given with water to wash his feet. once they head to home, they given a water to wash his feet and drink some water, and checking his journey, how so in order to mitigate his fatigueness, he massaged the feet and all. And then Akrura is started saying why he have come there. So he told that so whatever the plan drafted by Kamsa, and also he told how Mother Devaki and Vasudev, they are in danger. They are they are facing cruel acts by Kamsa and all. So, but when Akrura is saying about the plan, about that elephant, Kuvalai and Chanur Mystica plan, then both of them laughed very loudly. And so the next day they were starting, and both Krishna and Balaram boarded the chariot. They're on the way going. So all are with a very like heavy heart. They are giving send off. Gopis are like lamenting and chanting and saying that Krishna don't leave, and Krishna promised them, I will return. And all elderly person cursing them, we have done some, it is our misfortune, otherwise why Krishna leaves us. And and some of the gopis are discussing who named him is Akrura. He is Krura. He is a cruel person. Oh, he is taking Krishna away from us. So they're all talking, and somehow, so they are all entire Vrindavan Vasis, Vrajvasis, they are like stand like a stone, and they are like waiting till that the their the chariot going out of their sight, till the time they see they can see only the flag. And on the way, while they are going from Vrindavan to Madura, in the evening, they stopped the chariot, where Akrura wants to do his evening uh, ritualistic spiritual activities. So he went to the whatever the side river, and um, so they want to drink some water. After that, all three of them, they went. After that, Krishna and Balaram came back to the chariot and on boarded again. But with their permission, Akrura told, like, can I take the bath? So Akrura took the bath, and he saw the reflection in the water. He saw the reflection of Balaram as Anantasesh, and Krishna is on sitting on that. So that he saw in the water, and he is so excited, and he want to see whether both are there or not in the chariot. He have confirmed that both they are there in the chariot, but he is also seeing here. So that time, his voice got choked with that emotion. He offered prayers. This is what we are going to discuss. So Akrura rejoiced at the vision, and joining his palms in supplication, began to pray to the Supreme Lord in a voice choked with emotion. Okay. Now, as Samanvita said last week, if we see any of these prayers, there are like broadly into four sections. What is the first? What is the position of the Lord Krishna, and what is our position being living entities, and what is our relation between Krishna and living entity, and the at the end is our surrender and begging for the mercy. So Today also, in that Akrura prayers, we can see the same thing. Akrura started, I bow down to you, the cause of all causes. He started like that to establishing the position of Supreme Lord. Brahma, who is created the visible world, emanated from the lotus navel of Supreme Lord. And the five element in the physical nature, and 10 senses, like five senses and the object of the senses and ego, all are originating from the Krishna. And all the demigods also originated from the limbs of Krishna. So he went on that different classes of people worship Supreme Lord in different ways. How pure yogis, and they offer their prayers. The pure yogis are comprising of the threefold forms. One is living entity and material elements, nature, and the constitution of the living entities' bodies, and the controlling deities of these elements. And Brahmanas, if you see that all Vedas, they are performing sacrifices, the object is Krishna. And whoever intelligence is pure, follow the injunction of Vaishnava scriptures. Um, so Aradhananam, Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Among the all worships, the worship of Vishnu is highest. So whoever knows this knowledge and absorbing their minds in thought of you, they worship you as the Supreme Lord, manifesting in multiple forms. So he's saying that how Krishna is descended in various avatars. He came like Matsya Avatara to save the all Vedas. Sorry. And he came in the form of lion, Lord Narsimha, who removes the fear of the saintly devotees. And he came the Vamana, in the form of Vamana, who stepped over the three worlds. And he is again obeisances unto the Lord Bhrigu. He is also known as Parshuram, who cut down mm, the forest of the conceited royal order. He wandered entire universe 14 times. At that time, the cruel kings, the demonic kings, are ruling the world. In the they are though they are demons, they are in the form of kings. So he killed all that, and he descended in the form of Lord Rama in the Raghu dynasty, how he ended the demon Ravana. My obeisances to you, Lord Sattvatas, to the other, your forms of Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and obeisances to your form, faultless of Lord Buddha, who bewildered the Daityas and Danavas, and Lord Kalki, the annihilator of the meat eaters posing as kings. So he's paying his obeisances to all these respective avatars of Krishna. So, and while he is also saying that there are still others, apart from the yogis, brahmanas, and others, some people who still worship the Supreme Lord in the form of Lord Shiva. They follow the path described by him and interpreted in various ways by many teachers. But all these people, my Lord, even those who have turned their attention away from you and worshipping other deities, are actually worshipping you alone, the embodiment of all demigods. So all the demigods came from the Lord, Lord only. So when we they are part and parcel of Krishna. When we offering our worship, Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha, any other demigods, those worships are going to Krishna, but in a wrong way. Krishna says in that, in the Bhagavad Gita, Avadi Purvakam, they are coming to me, but in the wrong way. It's not, it should not go in that way. And also here, so whatever the worship, based on that, we will get the result, the reciprocation. Um, Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvrata, bhutani yanti bhutedya. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, whoever worship the demigods, they will born in the demigod family. Whoever born in the Pitrus, their forefathers, they will born in the Pitruloka. Whoever like ghosts and other like elements, they will born among themselves. So in that way, so whoever worship me, they will come to me. Krishna is saying here. And the same here in his prayer of Akrura also mentioning that fact. So he's also saying that um, how the rivers born on the mountains and traveling through various streams and finally uh, uh, go from all sides and into the sea. So do all these paths finally reach you? Okay, so if we go and Pitraloka and again we do and again we progress from there, anything, right? So whatever the way we are approaching, but the path might be very going very far, or it's a very shortcut, it's a direct path. Are we taking the direct path? When we take the direct path, so our realization is quicker, and our reciprocation of the mercy is also quicker. And so often in our work, we support an application, and whenever there is an issue raised by the user, what we do that we will go and the user asks why this tool is functioning in this way. That is a homegrown tool. So then we will go back and dig into the code and see where is the issue. Then it takes a lot of time sometimes. So, but user persuades us, we want, can you give the update? We are like blocking. Then we need to go to the development team. Then they will say that this is the formula, this is how we designed. If they are not following the results are different. So it is very straightforward. They need not go to the code because those are designed by themselves. So it is whenever the knowledge comes from the Krishna, so those are so authentic and it is straightforward. That is Avaroha Pantha, directly descending from the Krishna. Whatever we go, we will worship demigods or Pitrus or this, that. These are like Aroha Pantha, going downwards to till Krishna. That leads to be a very tedious path, and it might take millions of lifetimes, or we will be lost also somewhere. So that is the so that is Krishna here. He is saying that um, the how rivers are born in the various, but ultimately we are reaching your path. So whoever takes with the pure intelligence, they will worship you and they get mercy from you. And he's saying that goodness, passion, ignorance, the quality of your material nature, these three modes who are like binding under so we are all entangled in these three modes of material nature. So when we rise above three modes, Suddha Sattva, when we take up devotional service, then the modes are not influencing us. Otherwise, what happens? We are under the modes of material nature. When in the conditioned state, we always think ourselves, I, my, and I am the center, not Krishna as the center, because I am conditioned, because I am under the modes of material nature. So, and we extend our home, wife, kids, all these things which are myself and extended of mine, or it can be go up to the country or anything. So we need to rise above that. He's saying that Akrura saying that we are under the influence of material modes, so we are helpless. So we are like we are thinking that whatever this temporary is the eternal, because we are entangled in these modes of material nature. So we don't have any other. So here is earlier the established the position of Krishna. Next, position of his living entity who is representing us. So he's saying that just as a fool overlooks a body of water covered by the vegetation growing in it and chase a mirage, so I have turned away from you. So I'm thinking that the water in the mirage. So mirage, we feel that during the extreme hot, the mirages can see we are thinking that as a water and we are behind that. So it quenches our thirst even more. It is like that. We are also hankering of the material sense gratification. It will increases and never satisfies. So he's saying that obeisances to you, Supreme Personality of Absolute Truth, the possessor of unlimited energies. You are the embodiment of pure transcendental knowledge, the source of all kind of awareness, and predominator of the forces of nature that rule over the living beings. And all the living entities are within you. If you are not saving, who else can save us? So he is telling his relationship with Krishna now, and O Lord of the mind and senses, again I offer my obeisances. Please protect me. Who am I surrender unto you? Please protect me. So he is asking his mercy. He is asking his protection. So he is taking shelter. So when we pray, also my realization after reading this prayer, we also need not be a Sanskrit scholar, but our mood is that when we, whatever the time we spend in front of Krishna, the glorify Krishna, whatever you know, whatever the slokas, how Krishna is great, you glorify, then what is your position and submission of the surrenderness and relationship with Krishna, and please engage me in your service so that I can continue. And when we are continuously serving, when we are doing devotional service, that is the liberation. See, when we are engaging in the material world, that is, we are under the clutches of Maya. When we are not any other service, which are not doing, means above three modes of material nature, it is in the liberated state. So we can also live in the liberated state in by being in this very life. And also we need to pray for Krishna. So because of his mercy, because we are in the conditioned state, by ourselves we cannot save ourselves. So we need some assistance, help, mercy, that we can beg from Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Well, wonderful class, Prabhu. So nice. So many points I made. Thank you, Prabhu. That was fantastic. You said about why we should read the prayers and how it benefits us. So that's good. And I really like the analogy you gave for the cricket. It's very easy to follow of what Kamsa did. He called Krishna and Balram to his place. So that was a nice example. You nicely set the context of these prayers. You literally took us to the past time and brought the visuals in front of us so we could very well visualize it. And the categories of the prayers you started with. So few points from the prayers. Akrura, he prayed to all the incarnations of Krishna, and he highlighted that among all worshipping Lord Vishnu or Krishna is the highest. And you brought up some from Bhagavad Gita verses you connected, and you said that based on whom we worship, we will get the results accordingly. So that's very important, of whom we are worshipping and what is the path we have to take. Like, do we take a long path and go lifetime after lifetime, or take a shorter and a direct path? And the example you gave with work made so much sense. Instead of just going and figuring out things yourself, might as well ask the person who designed it. They know the answer better. And then you said we are in the modes of material nature, and we always put ourselves in the center, and we are thinking this temporary life as a permanent life. We're not realizing, we're thinking the mirage is permanent. Finally, devotional service is liberation. That's the ultimate truth. We can be here in material world but still be liberated. So that's the truth. So thank you, Prabhu. That was really a wonderful class. Thank you very much. Devotees, thank you all for joining the BhagavatSanga program today. We will see you all next week. A quick announcement. We have Kirtan for real independence. We have Independence Day tomorrow, but we are going to have a real Independence Day celebration by doing Kirtan this Saturday. We have special guests, Govind Prabhu and Amrita Mataji, visiting our temple. Along with them, we have Keshava, Kirtan, and Sanjana doing the Kirtan. It's going to be a 2-hour program. Lots of amazing, it's going to be amazing hearing them sing and sing along. So please come. It's at 5:30 on Saturday. With that, thank you all once again for joining BhagavatSanga today. Hare Krishna.